Bonjour everyone, and welcome back to the Waves of Your Soul readings. I am your humble French tarot reader Marine, and today I am really excited to be doing our November 2025 reading. I can't believe it's November already. I don't know how you guys feel about this year. 2025 has been kind of crazy in terms of energies. So on one side, I can't believe it's already November, but on the other side, I'm like, thank God, this year is nearly over. I hope everyone is doing good. I know I've not been super present. I've been really struggling with physical health and chronic illness and chronic pain this year, which is why I've not been present and posting a lot, but I always try and show up at least for our monthly reading to give you guys a little bit of guidance as to what you can expect for the energies, what to focus on, potential blessings, potential challenges. That's what we'll be looking at today. So thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate your presence and your support. So if you don't know how pick a card reading works, you're going to see it's very simple. In front of you, you can see 3 different piles. Each pile is going to contain a different message. All you need to do is intuitively choose the pile that is calling out to you, as this is where your reading will be. In the description box, you're going to find timestamps that will take you straight to your readings, and that's where you'll also find the names of the decks for my fellow deck lovers. And if you enjoy tarot and oracle decks, then I encourage you to check out my second channel, The Waves of Your Soul, as this is where I share my passion for the cards. For each pile, I have a different tarot deck, and I have selected a little oracle card, so you have 2 ways to choose the pile that calls out to you. For my pile number 1, you can choose, thanks to this particular card, there's a message at the bottom of each of those oracle cards, which we'll discover at the end of each reading. So that's the image for my pile number 1, and the backing of the deck for my pile number 1 looks like this. So if this particular backing or the oracle card are calling to you at this moment in time, then your message could be in pile number 1. For my pile number 2, the card associated looks like this. And the backings for my tarot deck for my pile number 2 is this one. So again, if this particular backing or the oracle card are calling to you, then your message could be in pile number 2. Of course, if more than one pile calls to you, it's totally okay to watch more than one. I always say this, but you do you, boo. These are general readings, but you remain the captain of your own ship. So take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? For my pile number 3, the oracle card looks like this. And the backing of the tarot deck are these ones. So again, if this resonates, if this call to you, then your message could be in pile number 3. Let's see what next month has in store for you. We'll jump straight into your reading starting now. Okay, my pile number 1, if you chose this particular card, we'll discover the message that it contains at the end. Or if you chose this particular deck, this is going to be the reading for you. This is actually a gorgeous kind of historical interpretation. It's a Tarrochi by Mr Friborg. It is absolutely stunning, very gorgeous, with all of these beautiful skulls. Feels very appropriate for this time of year. So before we get into your tarot cards, I just want to pull a couple of oracle cards in order to get the energies of the months. We're doing a little bit of a weather report just to get an idea of what are the vibes, what are the energies of the months of November for my pile number 1. So let's see, what can we expect for my pile number 1? What are the energies? What are the vibes? We have the lantern with illumination. This is giving hermit vibes straight away. So my pile number 1, or might be, and we have with the castle alignment. Yeah. So energetically, I'm already picking up hermit energy for signs. We could have some Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising here. We could have some Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising in my pile number 1. You don't have to be those signs, but if you are, let us know in the comments. I'm picking up on those kinds of energies. Let's see what else. Energies for my pile number 1 for the month of November. What can we expect in terms of a little bit of a weather report? We have the chain with attachment. Okay, we'll pull one more. We had a jumper, which was the snail with persistence. Okay, let's get into it. First card that jumped up, we had the lantern and the castle. I'll bring it closer so you guys can see this beautiful art style. Straight away, I was telling you guys I'm feeling hermit vibes. My pile number 1, November, it might be a month where you are feeling more called to just burrow in, right? In my mind's eye, I'm seeing little animals like a little fox or a little rabbit that is making their burrows super cozy and comfy and just wants to stay away from the harsh winter and cozy in and wait for the storm to pass. Visually, that's what my mind's eye is giving me. That might be what you guys are feeling called to do. This call for being a little bit more quiet this month, for staying at home, for doing cozy things, for being a bit more focused on spending time on your own, maybe doing things that bring you joy, but maybe less socially and more to do with taking care of yourself, do it like staying home. You know, this whole cozy vibe is coming very strongly for my pile number 1. So maybe you guys are feeling a big call. I've told you I'm picking up hermit energy. Big call to spend more time on your own and to do things that are good for recharging your batteries, right? I don't feel like my pile number 1 is feeling called to go out a lot, see a lot of people, be a social butterfly, have a lot of have a packed calendar and being very busy and having a lot of commitments. No, I see you much more comfortable this month, spending time on your own, doing things that recharge your battery, doing introverted things, journaling, reading, cooking a nice meal, watching your favorite TV shows. Maybe some of my pile number 1 is feeling called to reconnect with a certain mindfulness practice like meditation, journaling, and especially because again we have the imagery of the snail here. And you know, the snail, they carry their home on their back. And so there's this idea of potentially wanting to be like the snail this month, my pile number 1, and just spending time at home, doing things that bring you joy, but just enjoying a more quiet, introspective, introverted, maybe cozy kind of month. With the snail and this idea of persistence, we really do have, again, a reinforcement of the message of like taking things slow, right? This is not the month where my pile number 1 is going to want to be rushing and striving and forcing and pushing and saying yes to all the opportunities and going for things and trying to commit and trying to take all the things off their to-do list. No, this is more of a month to pause, recharge, regroup, rest, take care of yourself, spend time doing things that bring you joy, spend time doing things that recharge your inner batteries, and spending time as well. I feel a lot of my pile number 1 being called to spending time on their emotional fulfillment, on their mental health, on their spiritual kind of well-being, because we did have the lantern, right, linked to elimination, linked for me with the hermit. So I see also in a like less day-to-day style and a more, I would say, spiritual kind of level. My pile number 1 this month, you could feel very well called to do shadow work, journaling, exploring your inner landscape, right? And looking at the things that are stopping you from going forward, almost doing an inventory of your life before the year ends. We do have the change, right, linked to attachment. So this is giving a little bit devil energy in the sense of you're wanting this month, my pile number 1, to look at your inner devils, invite them for tea and see what they have to tell you. It's almost like because you feel the end of the year coming, you want to make sure that you are prepared for the energy of next year in the best way possible. And in order to do that, you need to do an inventory of your life, check in with yourself. What is working? What is not working? What are my habits that are sustaining me? And what are the habits that are not sustaining me? In what ways can I improve myself? In what ways can I show up better for others or for myself? In what ways am I lying to myself? In what ways can I be more honest with myself? Those are all questions I feel like you guys are going to ask yourself. Very, again, introspective, very, again, this idea of like the inner pilgrim looking for answers within. That's going to be you. My pile number 1, very connected to this hermit energy. And, 2025 was a hermit year, so it makes sense. So I see you really being committed to connecting back to yourself this month in whatever ways work for you, whether that's through journaling, meditation, whether that's through doing things at home that bring you joy, whether that's through spending more time on your own, whatever ways works for you. The general idea is to have a more introspective, connected to yourself kind of month, and I think that's really beautiful. Okay, let's look at your tarot card. Let's move on. Continue the reading by looking at what you're invited to focus on, my pile number 1. What are you invited to focus on with this particular month of November? Let's see. Ace of Cups, exactly. There's an invitation here to, and look, we have the 10 of Cups, beautiful. There's really an invitation here for my pile number 1 to focus on ways you can refill your cup. Maybe you've had really busy weeks recently. You might have had a lot of things to do, very hectic calendar, having to see a lot of people, maybe just a lot of family gatherings, a very busy time at work, maybe having to just do a lot or show up a lot for other people. Whatever that is, there's definitely a sense that the month of November will allow you to breathe, pause, and sigh. Okay, after, it's almost giving the in my mind's eye, I'm seeing someone who's just finished running a marathon, and now they're in the phase where they can pause, recharge, they can give their bodies the nutrition they need, they can stretch, they can go for massages, and they can relax and rest now that they've done the big push. This is the vibe I'm picking up for November. So whatever ways you can, where you're invited to fill your cup, right? 10 of cups and Ace of cups. In what ways can you fill your cup so much so that it is overflowing and that you can share this joy, this fulfillment, this happiness with others? But the first card that jumped up was the Ace of Cups. So this is focusing on you. What can you do to feel good? What can you do to feel content? What can you do to feel recharged and fulfilled this month? This is what you're invited to focus on, my pile number one. Your main job, your homework this month is to take care of yourself, your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, and to really prioritize yourself, as this will allow you to be so overflowing with joy, contentment, and good things that it will actually pour out of you and feed the people around you, right? With this 10 of cups, this gorgeous overflowing fountain. Your main job, again, is to take care of you this month, my Palm one. And I think that's beautiful. And I really feel like you guys need it. Again, you may have been super busy. You might have been going through a lot, doing a lot, striving. And just now it's a good time to pause, rest, regroup, recharge. We absolutely love to see that. Okay. Of course, everyone is going to be different. For some people, what recharges them is being creative and singing or doing drawings and doing creative things. For others, it's gonna be to just put their phone on plane mode and to watch their comfort show for a whole weekend. For some other people, the thing recharging them is gonna be to spend lots of time with their kids or to go for long walks with their dogs. Everyone is different, but whatever you can do to fill your cup, your emotional cup, your heart, this is your main job this month. Okay, let's continue with a potential challenge this month. Let's see, potential challenge for my pile number one. What do we have? We have the Lovers, and we'll pull one more. Yeah, I was not surprised to see the Lovers because we did have the Chain. And sometimes, especially, I've noticed that when a reading is all about, you have to prioritize yourself, you have to take care of yourself, you have to really put yourself first. It's often because I'm speaking to people who have the tendency to be there a lot for others. So maybe I have parents in my Palme one. I might have people who are carers in their nature, just people who tend to be there a lot for people. I might have people who have very busy career and who show up in their job a lot. And so the idea of taking time off or of taking time for yourself might be really scary and might be really foreign. It might not be something that you tend to do. With the Lovers and the Eight of Wands, first thing that's coming as a potential challenge is some of you might feel guilty for putting yourself first, because again, you're not used to it, right? If you're normally the friend that's always there for other people, that always says yes to things, that always is the one that's like, can you do this for me? Yes. Can you be there that day? Yes. Can you organize this holiday? Yes. And suddenly for the month of November, you say no, that can come with this sense of guilt and this sense of I'm going to be a bad friend. I'm going to be a bad mother or a father. I'm going to be a bad family member. I'm going to be a bad colleague, whatever it is. So the potential challenge could be this sense of failing your relationships, failing in your ability to show up for others, because you're not used to prioritizing your well-being, potentially, my Palme one. And yet, this is what you need right now. If you potentially don't do that, if you don't fill your own cups, you're missing out on the ability to then show up for others in a way that's better, in a way where you're feeling more secure in yourself, more comfortable, and just happier. So that's the first thing that could be a challenge, is just, accepting that putting yourself first doesn't make you a self-centered person or an egotistical person or any of those things. It's actually, the whole thing about when there's a plane accident and you have to put your own mask on before you put people's mask on. That's the vibe. You're invited to put the oxygen mask on your face first, my pile number 1, for the month of November, and then you can help other people put their own mask on. With the 8 of Wands, interesting, some of you might be also just so used to being in the race, so used to striving, pushing. You might have a lot of goals still for November, and maybe you've been in this like race, in this energy of like, I'm going for it, I'm going after my goals, I'm pushing, I'm dedicated, and suddenly the energies for November are a lot more quiet, a lot more introspective, and that could bring frustration, right? It's like, hold on a minute, I've been doing all of this work, I've been pushing, I've been striving, and suddenly nothing is happening. Is it me? Am I doing something wrong? No, you're not doing something wrong. It's just literally the energies of the universe right now which are saying, hey, that's great, all of your efforts will not be in vain, but right now your job is not to push and force. Right now your job is to pause, recharge, regroup, and take care of yourself, so that when the time comes to go after things, you're ready. You feel recharged, you have the energy, you feel emotionally ready, spiritually ready, physically ready. So there could be also frustrations with things slowing down, with things not happening. But again, don't take it personally, my pile number 1. That's the biggest challenge, okay, for this month. Love how these decks look together, by the way. This is a vibe. Okay, let's continue with potential blessings. We love to see it, you know, challenges are great, but blessings are better. So what can we expect in terms of blessings for my pile number 1? We had some jumpers. Yeah. Sometimes the universe is like, did you hear my message? Because if you didn't, I'm gonna make sure I'm just gonna tell you again just to make sure you heard it. Look at this. We have the Hanged One for potential blessings. The blessing is in letting go. The blessing is in pausing. The blessing is in being in the flow and being content with things, slowing down and finding joy and fulfillment and happiness and illumination and answers in that moment of pause, instead of forcing to move when things are not moving, instead of trying to push and strive when things are obviously not moving forward. The ideal behavior for you to take on is to actually embrace the pause, be in the flow, and use this moment to work on yourself, to check in with yourself, to potentially, like I said, do some kind of introspection before the end of the year. Maybe think about, okay, what went well for me, what didn't go well, what could I be doing better? Is there anything that I'm invited to work on myself? Is there any chains I'm invited to let go of? Is there any attachment I need to work on and maybe heal? Right? But also, in what ways can I find joy in this particular moment? So that's the blessing, my pile number 1. I love that. Let's see if we have anything else coming through. Potential blessing for my pile number 1. And look, we have the King of Wands. I love that, because with the King of Wands, this time off, this pause isn't going to be boring at all. For me, this pause is actually going to be very joyful and actually give you the energy necessary so that when the time comes for you to push forward again, for you to strive again, you have the energy necessary, the spirit, the creativity to go for things. Maybe right now, my pile number 1 is feeling a little bit burnt out, or you just might be feeling a little bit uninspired. And so now, taking time off this month to recharge, regroup, focus on things that bring you joy, do things for you, spend time on your own, it's going to give you a renewed sense of energy, of creativity. I really see a big theme of, I was talking to you about singing, dancing, drawing. I see some of you journaling and creating beautiful scrapbooks and journals. I see you guys drawing and painting, getting into creative hobbies and crafts this month, you know, maybe sewing and knitting and making jewelry and doing things where you are really letting your creative side like run free. So let yourself write, let yourself play, paint, let yourself dance, let yourself sing, whatever it is you guys like to do, but do it just for the joy of it, right? Don't feel pressure to do it. Don't feel like, even if it's like, I don't know, taking pictures, posting online, whatever it is you guys like to do for fun, there's really here an encouragement for you to do all those things for the pure sake of finding joy in the doing, right? And not expecting results, but just joy in the process, joy in the doing, joy in the tapping into your creative side. That's also going to be a huge part of my pile number one's life in the month of November. And of course, you know, this is a general reading. So I don't know what you guys like to do to be creative and to have fun and to express yourself. Let us know in the comments. You know, maybe some of you are playing role games, maybe some or video games, maybe some of you paint, maybe some of you sing, maybe some of you post on social media, maybe some of you take pictures or cook. Let us know in the comments what it is you guys like to do to express yourself. So maybe I have writers here, people who like to write in their journals or write stories. Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. But that's also a part of the blessing for my pile number one. Okay, I love that. So we are going to wrap things up with some advice for you guys. I have some pre-pulled oracle cards, and then at the end we'll look at this particular card right here, which had a little message. So let's see. First up is a particular crystal. For those of you who like to work with crystal, this is your crystal ally for the month. And we have citrine, which is it's linked to abundance and creativity. I told you creativity is huge for my pile number one this month. Whatever you guys can do to tap into your creative side, to have fun, to play and to express yourself, do it, right? Doesn't have to be perfect, just show up. Show up anyway. Okay, this is your plant ally. For those of you who like to work with essential oils and plants, let's see. Your plant ally for the month is laurel, and it's linked to self-worth. Yeah, we've talked about it. This is the month where you guys are focusing on yourself, your well-being, you're filling your cups first, however that looks like. And if you like to work with plants, then the laurel is your plant ally for the month. Next up is I have a little self-care card. So let's see what we have for my pile number one. We have ask for what you need. It's okay to have needs. See, for me, this is almost for me, I see this as you're asking yourself. I've told you from the beginning, there's a strong hermit vibe, and you guys are doing some introspective work. You're reflecting. I think this is a great month to ask yourself, what do you need and what would make your life better? And journal about it and spend time exploring your inner landscape, thinking about those things like, what do I need for myself, and how can I show up differently, or how can I show up better for myself? And really take the time to connect with your soul this month and to hear what it has to say. Okay, so we're gonna finish things by looking at the little message at the back of your card. It was a narwhal, and it's linked to simplify. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Simplify. This is a month where you're pausing and regrouping. Let's see. It says, we make things so hard, so very, very hard. They do not need to be this way. You have the capacity and ability at any moment to set the pace and tone of your life. Sadness, inequity, conflict, and the dodgy will always exist. Like our world, the life of a narwhal depicts an existence of extremes. Yet in their composure, they personify ease. When you are overwhelmed, let go and allow the complex scaffolding to fall, connect with your heart center and simplify your life. Suss out and address the complicated things. Oh my god, you guys, if this is not the perfect summary of everything we've talked about, I don't know what is. Literally, if you have to take one thing this month, your one keyword, simplify, okay? This is really the month to do that. Come back to your center, pause, regroup, check in with yourself, take care of yourselves, do fun things for yourself, let your creative side express themselves, but don't burden yourself with goals and striving for things and a busy calendar. That is truly the advice for my pile number one. Okay, I really hope this reading spoke to you. I hope you enjoyed it. I love doing this reading for you. It was wonderful. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading, you can like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Those are all free ways to support my work. I want to wish you a beautiful month of November ahead. I am sending you so much good vibes and keep navigating the waves of your soul. Bye! Okay, my pile number two, welcome to your reading. If you chose this little card or if you chose this particular deck, this is going to be the reading for you. This card, it has a message at the bottom, so we'll check it right at the end of your reading. And this deck is actually called the Folkloric Forest Tarot. It is absolutely stunning. It depicts mostly landscapes using classical art, and it felt absolutely perfect for this time of year. So I am so excited to read with this for you guys. It's kind of a new deck in my collection, but I've used it for myself and it reads like a dream. So I'm super excited to use it for you now. Before we get into your tarot card, we are gonna pull some oracle cards to get the energies of the month. This is also a new deck. I've been absolutely adoring it, and we're gonna use this to look at the energies, a little bit of a weather report for you guys as to what you can expect for the month of November, and then we'll move on to your tarot cards. So let's see, what are the vibes for my pile number 2? What can we expect in terms of energy for my pile number 2? We have the star card linked to guidance. Okay, beautiful. The energies for the month of November for my pile number 2. We have the horse, gorgeous, linked to action. Okay. What are the energies for my pile number 2? We had the jumper with the ram. Okay. And we'll pull one more. Energies for my pile number 2. And we have, okay, the pathways. I will bring the cards closer so you can see them. In terms of astrological signs, I'm picking up on fire signs. In terms of energy, I'm picking up on, we could have some Aries, we could have some Sagittarius in my pile number 2, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Picking up on Taurus energy. So you might not have any of those signs, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but I'm just telling you what I'm getting. So if you guys have those in your chart, let me know. In terms of energies for the month, you had the star and the horse. So links to guidance and action. And the other two was the ram and the pathways, so leadership and passage. Beautiful. Okay, for my pile number 2 here, this is a month of action, right? You have the ram and you have the horse. It's about taking the lead. It's giving chariot energy. We're going to see if the chariot comes up, but in terms of energy, I'm picking up on the chariot. It's giving full force. I have a plan. I have a goal. I have something I want to do. I have my to-do list. I have my manifestation, and I'm going to go for it. So my pile number 2 might have a very busy social calendar. You might have a big project at work. You might be working on something, big project for yourself, like personal goal. You're tackling something important. This is giving, I'm pouring all my energy. I'm going full force. I am sparing no energy, no time, no money. It is my time to go, right? It's giving green light. We're going for things. I'm seeing someone who's finally getting a green light. They've been in their car at a red light for ages. Things were not moving. Finally, the green light hits and you're able to put your feet on the pedal and going and moving forward. This is the energy for my pile number 2. So if you guys have, so I would not be surprised if there's at work, if you have more things to do, big projects, maybe presentations, maybe you're launching something new or your company is launching something new, maybe you're taking on more responsibilities at work. I would not be surprised if some of you are actually rising up in the ladder, in the sense of you might get a bigger team, or you might become some kind of manager of a team, something like that. You might lead a project. There might be some public speaking here happening at work. You might be taking on a certain project and being this like leader kind of energy. If you're working for yourself, it's a big month to go all out, to push, to strive, to launch new products, or to go after bigger clients and to really put yourself out there, okay? In terms of, again, in terms of interpersonal relationship, family, friends, romantic relationships, again, it's a month where there could be a lot going on, a busy social calendar. You might be seeing people more. It's going to be a busy month for my pile number 2. There's going to be a lot going on, but always I see you focused and dedicated to a specific goal. So for some of you, it could be related to work, I think a majority, but for others, it could be something more personal. Like, I don't know, some of you might be really working on writing your own blog, and you're really dedicating a lot of time writing your personal blog and launching that. For some of you, it could be related to your physical health. You are deciding to be more active and you're like hiring a personal trainer or something like that. For some of you, it could be related to deciding to learn a new language, and you're super focused on that, and you're really like spending all your time, your free time, learning that new language because you have travel plans or whatever it is. There's a personal goal or a career goal specifically for my pile number 2 that you guys are working on and pouring a lot of energy in the month of November. And this is not in vain, because we do have the pathway, so you're able to go from pause to go, right? I told you I had the kind of like mental image of a car that's been stopped at the red light for ages, and finally the green light hits and you're like, okay, now it's my time. I can go, I can move forward, I can go on my metaphorical road trip and hit the road, Jack. Okay, this is the vibe for my pile number 2. Super important though, because we have the guidance all of those actions that you take, make sure that they feel aligned. Don't use this energy that you're going to feel, because you're going to feel this energy, you're going to feel this drive. I feel like my pile number 2 is going to feel more energetic, more active, just more passionate and more like inspired this month, which is great. Don't waste that energy on things that are not calling to you, on things that don't feel aligned, on things that don't really resonate, okay? Especially if it's for a personal goal. Now is the time to use that energy toward things that really call to your soul. Don't waste that on doing things that you feel like you have to do because other people are expecting you to do that, or because you feel forced to do that. This is the time to use that energy and through inspired action. That's what this star card is giving me. So just putting that out there, okay? Beautiful. Okay, I love that for my pile number 2. Super cool. Let's go and see what you're invited to focus on this month. I mean, we have a good idea, I think, but we'll see if we can pick up anything else. What are you invited to focus on in the month of November? My pile number 2. What should you focus your time on? We have the Page of Water. Okay, with the Page of Water or Page of Cups, I see this as, again, an invitation to listen to your dreams, listen to your soul, listen to your inner calling, and use the energy you're going to feel, use the motivation you're going to feel to go after the things that inspire you, that make you feel excited, that make you feel happy, and that make you feel curious and make you feel excited, right? So again, don't waste that energy on doing things that are not aligned, on doing things that you see other people do, but it's not really for you. And you're like, I'm doing that, but I don't feel super excited. I'm just doing it for the sake of doing it, or I'm doing it because my friends are doing it, whatever. No, this is the month to really use that energy and channel it towards things that you feel excited about, you feel passionate about, you feel could also align with your dreams, your own dreams. So with the Page of Water, I'm also hearing Dare to Dream, okay? This is the month to try new things and seeing what sticks, almost. I'm going to give the idea of someone who wants to start posting online. They don't really know what to do. They like lots of different things. Maybe they like to cook, but they also like books, and they also like to travel, and they also like plants. And they're like, okay, but what should my page be about? Because I can't be all of those things. I need to niche down. This is what everyone says on the internet. You need to find your niche. This is saying, no, just be yourself. Maybe one day post about your garden, and the next day post about your favorite books, and the next day you can post about what you're cooking, and the people will follow you for you because they will want to see you, right? You don't have to niche down. They'll be excited to see your whole plethora, kaleidoscopic personality. And so this is obviously a very specific kind of example, but if you can apply that to your life this month, my pile number 2, I would say the universe is inviting you to not niche down, right? You don't have to limit yourself to one thing. You are a kaleidoscope of many, many things. You're multifaceted. Fully embrace that this month. Don't limit yourself, okay? That's coming through very strongly. Okay, hopefully that's making sense. The crazy metaphors are coming back on the channel. Oh, you're used to it by now. Let's see what else are you invited to focus on this month, my pile number 2. What should you focus on? We have Queen of Fire. It's the month to tap into your inner fire, your passion, your creativity, your confidence, and to go for things. Really, it's not the month to doubt. It's not the month to pause. It's not the month to be like, I'm not sure. Should I? Is this the right time? Yes. Should I do this? Yes. Should I go for it? Yes. Okay. You are invited to be the yes person this month. It's, again, I'm seeing you guys, you're driving, you're finally hitting that green light. It's not the time to be like, oh, but maybe I should stop and make sure that I have the right map, make sure I have the right destination in the GPS. No, just go for it. You'll figure it out along the way. You'll find your way. You will see signs. You don't need to pause now. Now is not the time to pause. It's time to go. Okay. So with the Queen of Fire, this is also what you're invited to focus on. Nurture and tap into this fire, this creativity, this passionate side of yours to go after your goals, whatever those are, whether it's related to your career, personal goals, day-to-day life. It's really the time to put your energy towards the things. Okay, let's move on to potential challenge for my pile number 2. What are the potential challenges of the month of November? What do we have? We have the world and we have the king of air. Okay, very interesting. For the challenges, with the king of air or king of swords and the world, I'm getting that whilst you guys are invited to pour energy and focus and strive and go after your goals, this might not be the month where you are seeing all the results yet. And that's okay, right? And so the challenge is to not gonna be defeated if you're pouring lots of energy and you're not seeing results straight away. I'm gonna give the example of someone who is, I was just telling you, they are starting their TikTok account, for example, and they're starting to post. And they're posting about things they love, and they're showing up and they're posting, and it's exciting and they're having fun, but maybe they're not getting the amount of views or subscribers that they were hoping yet. That's okay. The main goal for this month was to get comfortable posting regularly, was to be comfortable actually starting your account, actually starting to post, getting into a routine, reaching those goals, getting comfortable filming, getting comfortable posting, getting comfortable editing. If you don't get 1,000 views straight away, who cares? You are starting the journey, right? And yet I know that could be frustrating to some people. Of course, I'm using the example of someone starting their TikTok account, but this could be about anything. It could be someone starting to work out and they're not seeing any results yet. They're not seeing their muscles get bigger, or they're not feeling better in their body yet, or whatever it may be. And so that brings frustration. This is a challenge for my pile number 2, is to embrace the fact that whilst you are at this moment in time initiating energy and going after things, you might not see results straight away, and that is okay. It's part of the process, I'm hearing. It doesn't mean you won't get results straight away. You are at the part where you are crossing the bridge. Are you at your destination yet? No. So it's okay. You are, on the path. Continue to strive, continue to push. Don't get defeated if you don't see results straight away. I'm hearing it's part of the journey, okay? So that's the potential challenge, is to not get frustrated, not beat yourself if you don't see results of your efforts straight away. Okay, so that's good to know. Let's move on to potential blessings of the month. We know the challenges. Let's look at the blessings. What are the potential blessings for my pile number 2 for the month of November? Oop. What do we have? We have the lovers, beautiful. And we have the 6 of water. Yeah, exactly. With the lovers and the 6 of water, this is going to be a great month in terms of emotional fulfillment, whether that is through your romantic relationships, your family life, your friendships, your community. This is really a great month in terms of interpersonal relationships for my pile number 2. I see you supported. I see you loved. I see you fulfilled. I see you being surrounded by people who love you and appreciate you, spending time with people you love. If you are looking for new friends, if you're looking to date, it's a great month for that. Great month to meet new people. If you are wanting to connect deeper with the people around you, it's a great month for that. There's really truly a beautiful loving energy around you guys for my pile number 2 for the month of November with the lovers and the 6 of water. It's giving you this protective bubble, this love around you, the people around you, your friendships, your connections, your interpersonal relationship. You are secured and loved, and it's protecting you, and it's also creating beauty and grace in your life. So super beautiful energies in terms of interpersonal relationships this month. If you have any way to spend more time with your family or your friends, if you have any special events like birthdays or anything like that, I see it as being very beautiful time, gorgeous time, happy time. I have some birthdays actually. I'm hearing I might have some Sagittarius in my pile number 2, so that could be what this is referring to. Love it when the blessings are feeling loved, feeling supported by the people around you, and finding people and connections who want to see you and who want to support you and who want to love you. That we love to see that. That's actually really, really beautiful. Okay, we are gonna wrap things up with some little oracle cards, and then at the end we will read what was at the back of this one. So let's see. Triple them, but I've not yet looked at them, so we'll discover them together. First up is a crystal ally. For those of you who like to work with crystals, let's see what is your crystal ally for the month. And I have lepidolite. It's linked to confidence. Beautiful. So if you guys need help feeling confident in your projects, in your goals, in your manifestation, lepidolite could be the stone for you if you like to work with those. It's linked to the third eye chakra, so beautiful. For those of you who like to work with plants, I also have a little plant ally for you for the month. So let's see what you have. We have the lotus linked to spirituality. Beautiful. Again, remember that those actions you take, they need to be inspired, right? You are not a headless chicken running around because you feel this surge of energy and you feel like, I need to do something, but I don't know what I should be doing. No, you're taking time to connect with yourself, to feel exactly what it is your soul is calling you to do, and then you're taking action based on that inspiration that you feel. This is the vibe for my pile number 2, very important. And if you like to work with plants or essential oils, whatever it is, the lotus can be your ally this month. A little self-care card. Let's see what we have. We have ground. Let your surroundings hold you. You are safe. You are here. Beautiful. Things get overwhelming. As I told you, there's a lot of energy this month, a lot going on. Remember, to ground. Remember to take some time in your day to go and touch some grass, to go back to your body, to pause, to stretch, to do whatever you can to come back to your physical self, okay? This is important. I see a lot of energy around you, so grounding is going to be important for my pile number 2 this month. Okay, let's see, to finish the reading, what was at the back from the beginning, because you chose this particular card. So we're going to see what it says. And oh, look, it's linked to the lotus. You have the lotus twice. You have this one and this one. That's interesting. Okay, it's linked to fulfillment. Ancients wrote of the lotus tree as the bearer of fruit with the power to lure individuals into lengthy idleness. Those who consumed this fruit required coercion to re-engage in their life. Yet, idleness in and of itself is not unfavorable, at least until it hinders your ability to achieve your hopes and dreams. It is ambivalence which breeds ennui, a feeling of dissatisfaction derived from inaction. When we permit the world to devise our life, our wishes remain unrealized. To attain fulfillment, get to know who you are and then take action. Oh my god, you guys. This last phrase, okay? This is your reading. To attain fulfillment, get to know who you are and then take action. That's it. That's your reading right there. It summarizes everything we've talked about. So there you go. I love that. I absolutely love that. This is a perfect summary of your reading. Okay, that's all I'm saying for you for this reading. I really hope you enjoyed this. I hope it brought you something of value. If it did, don't hesitate to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Those are all free ways to support my work. I thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. Until next time, I'm sending you so much good vibes and keep navigating the waves of your soul. Bye! Okay, my pile number 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose this particular card, which has a message on the back, so we'll read that at the end of your reading, or if you chose this particular deck, this is going to be the reading for you. This deck is actually called the Dark Mansion Tarot. It's very Tim Burton-esque, and one of my oldest indie decks, and I was so excited to bring it back out because it's truly perfect for November, this time of year, October, November, September, all of the Burr months. This is such a great deck that shines during that time, so I'm super excited to use this one for you. And before we get into your tarot card, we're actually gonna pull some oracle cards first to look at the energies. You guys, if you watch my readings, you know I like to do that. This is going to allow us to look at the energies of the month of November for my pile number 3, almost like a little weather report, but for vibes, for energies. So let's see. For my pile number 3, what are going to be the energies of the month for you? What are going to be the vibes of the month of November? We have the hammer linked to forge. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what else we get. For my pile number 3, what are the energies? What are the vibes? What can we expect for the month of November? Sorry, we have the pillar support. Beautiful. It's giving Libra. Straight away, I'm telling you, energetically, I'm picking up on Libra energy. I might have some Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising in my pile number 3. I'm also getting in terms of energy, Cancerians. So I might have some Cancerian sun, moon, or rising. And finally, I'm getting Pisces energy, sun, moon, or rising. You don't have to be those signs, but that's just what I'm picking intuitively. Okay, let's continue. What else do we have? We have we have the armor. I love this card. It's so cool. It reminds me of Game of Thrones. Okay. Armor boundaries. Okay. And we'll pull one more card for my pile number 3 for your month of November. What can we expect? What are the energies? What are the vibes? And we have the cloud with revelation. Okay, so there's a couple of things that are coming through for my pile number 3. First up with the hammer, this idea of forge. I really do see you guys focused and kind of like locked in on something specific, something that is not starting this month, but something that like a personal goal or something you're working on that you are continuing from previous weeks or previous months, right? Whilst my pile number 2 was initiating something, my pile number 3 is continuing to work on a specific goal or a specific manifestation or a specific skill. You are continuing to dedicate time towards something, and it's something that you've been working on for a while, maybe a few months, maybe the whole year. I don't know what it is, but with this, it's giving 8 of Pentacle vibes, right? This idea of like, I am honing my skills, I'm continuing to dedicate time to get better and to spend energy towards this particular thing. So I'm gonna give a very like day-to-day example that a lot of people can relate to, but let's say some of you since the beginning of the year have been dedicated to be more committed to their physical health, and they are like deciding to be more active and move their body more. This month they're continuing to dedicate time going to the gym or going to their dance class or doing their stretching exercise or yoga exercise at home, whatever it is. It's a continuation of this idea and this goal of I want to feel better, I want to feel healthier, whatever it is. So this is the vibe I'm picking up on. Obviously, it doesn't have to be related to your health. It could be something like some of you might be writing a book. Someone might be working on something related to their career, or it might be related to your day-to-day life or your family life, whatever it is. There's really this idea of continuing to pour energy towards a project that you're carrying throughout a few months, a few weeks, maybe even the whole year. Other side of this particular card is I'm hearing you have to strike when the iron is hot. And with this particular card of revelation, for the month of November, my pile number 3 could hear some news or hear something that will suddenly unlock a situation. So it might be that you finally get a phone call, you finally get an email, or you're finally hearing back from people at work and you're getting an answer about a project at work, and that is allowing you to move forward. There's this idea with the cloud parting and this idea of revelation. I feel like in the month of November, you guys are going to get an answer of some form, and this is invitation. This is why I'm hearing you have to strike when the iron is hot, because as soon as you get this revelation, this epiphany, this answer, this particular boost, or this like little message, or this phone call or email or whatever it is, this like strike of inspiration, tip from someone, whatever it is, whatever form this particular revelation takes, this is going to be your sign to strike whilst the iron is hot. So pay attention to that as well, my pile number 3, okay? Pay attention to the ways the universe send you that answer. In the month of November, I feel like it could be through unusual ways, but you'll know when it comes. Finally, with the pillars and the armor for my pile number 3, there could be some people that are a little bit more, or situations that are a little bit more triggering to you in the month of November. Maybe you have to face some people you don't particularly enjoy spending time with. Maybe you might be put in uncomfortable situations at work or in your just social life, whatever it is. There's just this idea of like, I feel you having to go outside your comfort zone and feeling uncomfortable, and yet it's not a bad thing. You are invited to protect your energy, right, with this particular armor, but we do have the pillars indicating this idea of support. So these uncomfortable situations you might find yourself in, whilst you're invited to protect your energy, put some boundaries and not let people walk over you, and not self-compromise or any of those things, you might discover that these uncomfortable situations actually bring up insight, actually bring up some interesting revelations, again, actually bring up epiphanies, and just are actually working out for your best interest. So don't be afraid of uncomfortable situations, I'm hearing for my palm, which is an interesting advice, right? But I'm just giving you the message. Whilst you might find yourself in situations or places or surrounded by people that you just don't feel like you quite fit in with, or you're like, what am I doing here? I don't want to be here. I just want to be home. I don't want to be having to hang out with these people, or whatever it may be. You might be surprised that actually things turn out for your own good, that things turn out to benefit you. And this might be also where you get some revelations and insight. So don't be afraid of uncomfortable situations. Don't run away from uncomfortable situations, my Palm 3. Embrace them this month, as they might be hiding opportunities, golden eggs, blessings. Okay, that's also what I'm hearing for you guys. Very interesting energies for my Palm 3, very unique. Let's move on to your tarot card. We're gonna look first at what you're invited to focus on, my pile number 3. The month of November. What are you invited to focus on this month? Where should you spend your energy? We had some jumpers. Let's see. We have the Magician. We have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you guys are focused on co-creating something with the universe. With the Magician, you're working on something. You're channeling something. I'm going back to this example of someone who's writing a book. This is something that potentially you've been doing for the last few weeks or few months even, or even few years. You're continuing to commit to that particular goal. And so you are invited to continue to pour energy into that, right? We had the Hammer. This particular Magician, he's working, he's dedicated on his project. He's trying to figure out the best measurements to work out to light this particular light bulb. He's focused, he's not letting the rest of the world get in the way. He is dedicating his passion and energy and time and money towards this light bulb, this commitment of working out how it works, of potentially inventing electricity even. This is you, my Palm 3. You're dedicated, you're committed, you're continuing to pour energy towards this one particular goal, whether that's at work, in your career, whether that's a personal goal, physical health, day-to-day life, interpersonal relationships. You know already where you are invited to pour your energy. With the Six of Pentacles, again, for me, I'm going back to this idea of you might find yourself in unexpected, uncomfortable places, and yet through these places, you will get benefits and blessings. So, for example, you are invited to this work bonding team thing where you are meeting people from your company you've never met before, and you are put in groups with people you've never met before, and you have to do these bonding exercises, and it's really uncomfortable because maybe you're an introvert and you're like, oh my god, I don't want to have to spend a whole day with people I don't know doing those random like bonding exercises and things like that, corporate bonding things. And yet by the end of the day, you've made a new friend and you've discovered people from your company that could really help boost your next project. This is just a random example, but this is the vibe it's giving. It's like through uncomfortable situations, you gain benefits with the Six of Pentacles. So focus on that also. Don't hesitate to put yourself in uncomfortable situations, my pile number 3, as this is where blessings hide for you this month. Let's continue and look at what are the potential challenges of the month of November for my pile number 3. What are the potential challenges for you guys? Potential obstacles. Let's see. We have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. We'll pull one more. And the Devil. Okay. For me, it goes back to, again, this idea of Don't run away from uncomfortable situations. My pile number 3, even the ones that might trigger you, right? Maybe you are invited to a party and you only know one friend, and that friend really wants you to come with them. They're like, please, please, please come with me. And you're like, I don't know anyone. And they're like, please come with me because there's this person I really like. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to be a good friend. And you decide to go there. But by the time you go there, your friend ditches you to be with that other person. And suddenly you're finding yourself at a party, you don't know anyone, and you're like, oh my god, what am I doing here? I just want to go home, what the heck? And yet this particular party might make you meet some interesting people, and again, there could be some benefits there. So this is facing your fears, this is giving the idea of like being resilient, of facing the uncomfortable to grow. Right? Through uncomfort, we grow. That's what I'm hearing. Obviously, I'm giving the example of the party, but this could be through anything. Really, this month, you're invited to put yourself in uncomfortable situations that can help you grow. Of course, be safe, right? You do have the boundaries. I'm not telling you to put yourself in any danger. Please be safe. Please be safe. But what I'm saying is, through stepping outside your comfort zone and facing some fears, you will find some insight, you will find some revelations. This is where the blessings hide. Is it going to be easy? No. Otherwise, everyone would be stepping outside their comfort zone. So of course, it's not going to be easy. And yet, this is your main job for the month of November, my pile number 3. Very interesting. Let's continue with the potential blessings for the month. Let's see. What are the potential blessings for you guys? Look, Queen of Wands. Beautiful. And we also had another jumper, 4 of Swords. Okay, so with the Queen of Wands, because you guys are gonna have to step outside your comfort zone and embrace being uncomfortable a little bit this month, you are gonna realize you have more confidence and resilience than you thought you did. So again, through being uncomfortable, you are growing to become more confident, more assured of yourself. You're shining your light. You find that you can actually be a bit more vocal. You can express yourself. You don't have to hide. You don't have to be shy. You don't have to try and stay in the corner. You can take center stage even if you're not used to it, and feel this magnetic pull from people who are attracted to you as you are embodying this beautiful Queen of Wands energy. So I really love that for you guys in terms of blessings, more confidence, more spirit, more passion, and just feeling better in your own skin, right? Having a little bit of pizzazz and feeling like you are feeling good, right? In your own skin. You wake up in the day and you're like, you know what? I feel great today. That's what the Queen of Wands can bring in terms of blessings, and we love that. The 4 of Swords, we also have opportunities for rest. That's obviously you have things you're working on. There's still an invitation here to pause, rest, and potentially take some time to reflect. 4 of Swords often represents small pauses, I've noticed. So it's like, don't hesitate to take a day off work. Maybe you can take a long weekend and go somewhere, or maybe you can take a day off in the week and just treat yourself to something like a nice day out for yourself. Or maybe it's that you can finish early for a week, and so you're able to have more free time. The 4 of Swords oftentimes, I've noticed, represents the ability to take more small pauses throughout the day or throughout your week, and that's also gonna be a blessing this month. So you guys will have more opportunity to rest and pause, little day offs, little time off, little pauses that are really gonna help recharge and pause and help you rest, which we love. It's super important to rest, especially at this time of year, so we love that. Okay, let's wrap things up by looking at some oracle cards. I've pre-pulled them, I've not yet looked at them. We'll of course read what's at the back of that as well. First up, I have a little crystal ally for you guys if you like to work with crystals. Let's see. For you, we have clear quartz linked to meditation. Again, for me, it's linked to this idea of like having little pauses throughout the day or throughout the week to rest, to regroup, to recharge. If you guys like to work with stones, clear quartz can be beautiful energy to work with this month. And if you like to work with plant, I have a little plant ally for you. We have patchouli linked to inner strength. This is going back to the idea of being put in uncomfortable situations, but those in comfortable situations, helping you grow. If you need a bit of support through those uncomfortable situations, you can work with patchouli, maybe essential oil, the energy of the plant. That can be a great ally for you at this moment in time. So we love that. And finally, I have a little self-care card for you guys. So we have root. Who are you? What's your source? What keeps you grounded? Setting some roots down can help you feel safe and present. So when things feel a little bit overwhelming, don't hesitate to ground, to root, to come back to your body, my pile number 3. This will help you as well through this month. Okay, we're gonna wrap up the reading by looking at what was on the back of that card. Let's see. So it's the green man linked to flourish. The green man is a marker of spring and the embodiment of new growth. His story aims to inspire and encourage you to get curious, catalog each lesson, and enjoy each phase of life. Commit yourself to self-growth. This includes studying the world you live in, acquiring knowledge through experiences that stretch you. Hello, we've talked about it. Whole reading, there you go. Experiences that stretch you, we've talked about that. Permitting your feelings to be felt and taking time to understand yourself and others. To flourish in this complicated world, plant introspection, tend to your self-awareness, and grow. What a beautiful summary of the reading, you guys. I love that so much. This is perfect. So that's all I'm saying for you. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I want to wish you a beautiful month of November. If this reading brought you anything of value, don't hesitate to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Those are all free ways to support my work. I want to wish you a beautiful month of November. Until next time, I'm sending you so much good vibes and keep navigating the waves of your soul. Bye!